Hey lovely people, Tracy Jane Campbell here. Welcome to my vlog, Lay Aside the Weight. I'm on day 23 of a 30-day juice detox. Imagine I'd done this whole video earlier and then discovered that that the mic wasn't plugged in properly, so it was just no sound. Anyway, so I did a whole heap of travelling for work. Got here and had an evening of work, and then the place I'm staying in, the heating hasn't been on for a couple of months. So I'm having to wait until the place warm up a bit because I don't like cold. Anyone that knows me knows I do not like being cold. Controlled cold for health purposes, like a cold shower, cold dip, I can deal with that because it's in my control and I know the discomfort will end as soon as I choose. But just being cold, coming indoors and being cold, no, it's not fun. So I'm waiting in my winter hat and scarf until it warms up a bit. Anywho, so here, day 23. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm very grateful. And I've had to make an executive decision again for this whole weekend. And the decision I've made is that I'm going to eat vegetables and fruits, because the only thing I would have here is one of those, you know, those small blenders that you see advertised everywhere. Oh, it makes a smoothie on the go and blah, blah, blah. Tiny. Now, not saying it's not great for the occasional smoothie, but for my purposes, it would just not work. I'd have to blend them, then sieve them. And the amount of fruit and vegetables that we use, if you're doing this, you know it's a huge amount. It just wouldn't be able to cut it. It wouldn't be time effective. Doesn't really make sense. So fortunately, the people here who will be preparing food and stuff are great. They said they will prepare steamed veggies, salads, soups, and just cut up some fruit. So I've decided that I'm going to do that because that makes more sense. It makes more sense with time. It makes more sense in a lot of ways. And I'm still making a conscious decision about sticking to plant-based stuff, about not, because they're going to be making other food. They're going to be cooking and what have you. And I feel that in this situation, for me, in this work situation, that's what I had to do. And I feel good about that. I don't feel compromised. I don't feel like it's a failure, because I know life is going to do that. There are going to be circumstances that shift, and we're going to have to make conscious decisions and to be true to this detox. Even though it's not liquefied, it's still plant-based. That's the best way I can do it. So I'm going to do that. Just take the weight off my shoulder, take the bother, take the time. I don't have the time to be putting tiny cubed apples into a small blender and then sifting it and trying to fill. That's not realistic for the next 3 days. So that's what I will do. And so that will be 3 days. So essentially, then I'll do the last 4 days of juicing and then go into the transition. And I'm looking forward to that. So that's what's happening. It's slightly warming up in here now, which I'm glad about. So yeah, so this is transitioning and being the person that you think of, the healthy, stronger, slimmer, whatever that person is, that healthy new lifestyle person, you're that person right now. And that person doesn't begin when you get to your desired, whatever it is, fitness goal. That person begins today. The change is today. And we know that, you know, it's not anything new per se, but sometimes we don't live it because we think, okay, when I do that, then I'll be that person. When I accomplish this task, then I'll be that person. No, you're that person. We have to be that person now. We live, like that person now. So the decisions I make with food is because I'm that new person now. Change is right now. And that's my mantra in my head, conscious eating. I don't graze. I'm not a graze eater, because that person, that woman that's healthy and strong and lighter in weight and fitter does not graze. That person makes conscious decisions about food. She consciously eats a piece of chocolate knowing what other things she's consumed, being happy about that and what's beneficial to her body. That person is a conscious eater. I'm that woman now. No, I'm going to stop mucking about. But for real though, when we make a decision about accomplishing something, changing something, whatever the situation is, if that's your health, if that's your career, whatever that is, we start that process not by thinking when I do. We don't push that person into the future. We start that by being that person, doing the things, making the choices that person makes. And that's what we're doing with our health. And with this whole detox, I'm so excited about it. I'm excited about the journey. Is it going to be easy sitting down around various things? Maybe not, but it's my choice. Nobody's forcing me to do it. I'm not being forced. It's my choice because I'm that person. It's how you're thinking, how you're believing. What are you building? And I'm building a healthy body, a healthy person. What are you believing? What are you building? What are you thinking? How do you think about your person? And this woman right here is healthy and fit and strong. And this fit, healthy, strong woman is conscious about what she eats. And she feeds her body well. She exercises. She's full of joy and boundless energy and loves life. How about you? Anyway, so that's my little couple minutes as I warm up in this house. Change is now. Change is now. It's not down the road, it's now. So I hope you had a good day 23. Be encouraged. You are who you choose to be. So I will speak to you tomorrow. Laters.